that you guys are probably at. So you have to look for this one. I don't know what happened to the other one. I'll wait for you guys to come over. There we go. I don't know what happened with the other stream. I really don't. It wouldn't let me go live. It started a new live. What's up, Stop Animal Cruelty? Is the other live still showing that it's running? Hey, Lori. Yeah, I don't know what happened with the other live. It got all weird. What's up, Marie? Ah, we got Lori Davis and Marie Davis. Are you guys related? What's up, Alley Cat? The guy on the trail cam looked nothing like him. I don't even know why everybody ran with the... I mean, the guy had hair. He was older. He looked nothing like him. I just saw it. Hey, Amy. Hey, White Lotus. Hope you're having a great day. Ugh. I've been running around like a fucking lunatic. I feel like I work for Uber, except I don't get paid. Oh, not related? Hey, Jules. Everyone's invisible. Does it show the other live is running? He was heavy. Well, he could have gained some weight, but the face looked nothing like him. I don't know why everybody ran with that was him. It looked nothing like him. He wouldn't have grown that much hair that fast. So I had an idea, not an idea, but I was thinking about something earlier. And I called my brother. As you guys know, my brother's a cop. I wish I could play what he said, but he'll fucking break both my legs. So I thought about, so they stopped searching yesterday. And then they went to his house. They executed the warrant for the hard drive and stuff. But then I started thinking, oh my God, maybe they picked up search again because they were wiretapping. Maybe they wiretapped the house and the parents got a hold of them. So my brother said, you need a warrant for that. I said, well, who's say they wouldn't get a warrant? So he was explaining to me that they would need good reason to have a warrant for something like that. And I said, well, I think it's pretty good reason. He's like, yeah, but he's not even a suspect yet. Or he wasn't. I said, I don't know. I was thinking yesterday maybe they wiretapped. And that's why they started researching again. Maybe it pinged somewhere. But I just can't imagine why else they stopped yesterday and went back today. Hey, Anastasia. So I was thinking wiretapping. Maybe they put in a wiretap. Hey, Johnny. I think it's a good possibility. My brother thinks he's dead. From a cop's perspective, he thinks he killed himself. I said, I don't know. I think maybe he would have been found if he killed himself. He says no. I said the lawyer's an asshole. A lot of people think he's dead. I said the lawyer's an asshole. The lawyer has media in front of it because my brother's wife and my brother live in the next town over, but my brother's wife she works right near that lawyer. Said that there's media there 24/7. I don't know if they expect Brian to show up there or what, but media's there all the time. You don't think he's dead? I don't know. I don't know what to think anymore. I'm so confused. I don't think he's in that area either, Monkey's mama. I really don't. I think he's long gone. Now, here's the other thing I thought about. So we're assuming that he left on the 14th. Where is their proof of this? Where is their proof that he left, that he didn't leave on the 10th or the 9th? He could be fucking long gone, like super long gone. It's only his parents that said he left on the 14th. And I'm thinking maybe he left way sooner. Exactly, Lori. But I will say this much. My brother did say, absolutely, his parents are doing the right thing. You keep your mouth shut. Your kid is ever being questioned, you keep your mouth shut. You say nothing. Because one little thing you say, hey, Kim, one little thing you say can backfire. Therefore, you absolutely say nothing. So they're doing the right thing. As much as people don't want to hear it, they're doing the right thing. Because a cop, DA, anybody will twist that one thing and change it. It's possible a gator got him. That is true. What a horrible way to die, though. Then there'd be no evidence. He has a lawyer from Long Island because that's where he's originally from. The lawyer's from East Islip. My brother said the lawyer's an asshole. Legally they are, but not morally. True. But if it was your kid, he said he would not expect anything different from any one of us. He said he knows I would keep my mouth shut. But he said you never tell a cop anything. The less information we know, the better off we are, because I could not use it against you if you say nothing. Her lawyer's going to make an announcement to the press. No, lawyer's not saying anything. Lawyer's now shut up completely. I think he's on the run too, Hounds. Hey, Rainey. Definitely on the fence about whether he's alive or not. I think he's long gone too. I think his parents gave him a good jump start, and I think he's gone. If it was my kid who murdered a spouse, I wouldn't protect them. Like I said, you never know. But in any situation, you say nothing to a cop. You don't let a policeman in your house without a warrant. You don't let him search anything without a warrant. That is our right as Americans, U.S. citizens. I don't know how it is overseas, but that's how it is over here. And there's a reason it's like that. Always hire an attorney and never say exactly. That is what any law enforcement will tell you, or any attorney will tell you. It's exactly right. You say nothing. Absolutely nothing. I once did. Me and Brad were together. Cop came to the house. Brad made this whole big deal about cops not coming in, and I said, what is the big deal? He just wants to talk. Fuck that. No cop is coming in my house without a warrant, and do not say a word. I thought he was nuts at the time. Now I know. Now I know why. Yeah, you do not have to talk to the police. There's a reason. The Miranda is there. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. So what do? Say nothing. Say absolutely nothing. And nothing can be used against you in a court of law. In a court of law, because you didn't say anything. There's something to that. That's true. We don't know what he told his parents. I agree with that. We are protected against incriminating ourselves. Correct. And even if you don't think you're incriminating yourself, you are. And I know that. I've got in trouble for it. I thought I was being honest and telling the cop the right situation, and guess what? I was arrested. I mean, it was thrown out the next day, but I was still arrested. I know, Huck. I forgot my other vape. To be honest with you, I'm not even going to try to guess how he killed her. I have no idea. Yeah, I was being honest. I thought honesty was the best policy. Until you're in a court of law, until you're in an interrogation room. When you're in an interrogation room, honesty is not the best policy. Keeping your mouth shut's the best policy. Things you learn. Who knew? I had no idea. I was never involved with the police before my custody fight started. Knew nothing about police. And he knew that. You know, if I'm innocent, then I'll tell my story. If I didn't do anything wrong, I have nothing to hide. And the truth always wins. Yeah, not happening. Now I know. Keep your motherfucking mouth shut. You say nothing. Nothing. I believe they had one of those toxic relationships they viewed as passionate. It was only a matter of time before someone got hurt. See, Anita, I keep weighing that over and over and over. And I think about my relationships in my 20s. I think about my kids' relationships. All relationships are toxic at some point. And it all depends how you are looking at it. Granted, hitting is not correct in any which way, shape, or form. But I don't think their relationship was so out of the norm from what we've seen. I mean, there were 22 and 23-year-old kids that were living together for who knows what reason. Hey, Monkey's mama. And I don't know. I just don't think their relationship was that out of the norm by today's standards. Besides the hitting. I mean, if there really was domestic abuse, no, that's not okay. They both put, exactly, it wasn't one doing, they both were. But we don't know if that was an only time, if that was a all the time, if it was half the time. Did they always fight? Was it a one-time deal? We have no idea. Yeah, now searching for the hard drive in her van. Now, the last text you may have sent. I thought that was to her mom. I thought the last text sent from her phone was to her mom. Hey, Kim. I don't know. You see the sun? It's starting to rain. I think the cramped quarters may... Oh, absolutely rainy. Being on the road is one of the hardest things anyone can do. People think it's so easy to be on the road. It's not. Many, many bands fall apart on the road and always will. Do you think if the cops had knew about the 911 prior would possibly change the outcome? No. Not at all. I think that was probably going to happen regardless. Because I don't think he set out to do it. I think it was an accident. Who, what, when, where, why, and how? That I don't know. But I don't believe that he purposely went out to murder her. I mean, he was living with her at his parents' house. You had to think at some point you were going to have to answer to your parents. Where'd she go? The only excuse I could think maybe he gave was that she left him. That she walked away. That's the only excuse I think that she could give her that he could give his parents that would even maybe fly? Or was that she disappeared and he panicked? Or she fell off a cliff? He could have told her she fell off a cliff. And he got scared and he ran home. You know, for all we know, he could have ran her over. He could, you know, that was another scenario I thought of. Like, what if they were fighting and he went to get in the car and leave, or she went to get in the car and leave, and was standing in front of the car and he fucking ran her over? That was another thought I had. He could have, but she wasn't found. No, I know. But that's what I'm saying. That's why it could, hey, Ronnie, it could be that he ran her over. You know, that's highly unlikely, but it could be gunshot wound to the head. We don't know. Yeah, she took off. He went after her, accidentally ran her over. She stood in front of the car like, don't leave me. He ran her over. Maybe she went to run him over and he grabbed her out of the car and killed her. Who knows? Hey, Zelda's ghost. Yeah, but unless they find him, we won't know the scenario. Only he knows what actually happened. Hey, Texas, I don't know if the autopsy can tell if she was ran over or hit by, well, I guess it could tell if it was hit by a car. My computer went down. I had it worked on. Surprise, up and running. Good job. She did anything to him. It was in self-defense. Oh, I'm not saying no. I'm just thinking different possibilities. You know, I keep coming back to, and maybe this is a Chris Watts thing, but I keep coming back to the way that he was showing the cops his marks. I don't know why this is so significant in my thinking, but I keep coming back to that. That he kept purposely pointing out his injuries to the cops, where she didn't. She didn't do that, but he did. And it was almost like he was trying to get an alibi. He was trying, like, and that's where I think, was it predetermined? Premeditated? Was he thinking about this prior? I'm just going, like, all the things that are going through my mind, that go through my mind, like, on the daily, thinking about the case. And that's what I keep thinking about. Like, I can't seem to get, of all the things that they talk about, I can't seem to get the vision out of my head that he was, like, purposely showing the cops his marks. He was purposely pointing out where he was hurt. I don't know why that sticks out in my mind so much, but it does. That there's something to that. And then that's when I flip to, okay, it wasn't an accident. It was premeditated. But that's the one thing that keeps going through my mind, is the way he did that. And I can't tell you why. I don't know why. But I feel like that has, I don't know, something in my gut. Now I'm going to be a psychic here. But something in my gut just keeps telling me that is significant. Which would mean it's premeditated. Which means he premeditated her murder. He did it to appear as the victim. Oh, I agree with you. I know. And abusers do that. But was he setting up for murder? Hey, Robbie. Was he setting it up for murder? Was he just being an asshole because he's an abuser? Or does it mean nothing? And I want to say it means nothing, but I can't. I honestly, in my heart of hearts, I can't say it means nothing. I just feel like it's significant somehow. And I guess that will be determined with the autopsy. He didn't say he was sorry. She said she was sorry. She kept saying she was sorry. Possibly starting his alibi, exactly. But on the flip side, then I think, it was an accident. But then I think, maybe it wasn't an accident. Maybe it was premeditated. The 911 call of a witness saying they saw him slapping her. Correct. Which, by the way, though, she didn't have any marks on her. The cops would have visibly noticed marks. So if he slapped her, the cops didn't see any marks. And I'm not defending him or anything. Don't get me wrong. What I don't understand, though, is why the cops when you get a 911 call, 911 then calls the police. How come the police didn't mention anything about him slapping her or the actual 911 call? That didn't make sense to me either. He should have been a suspect from the jump. He was last to see her and wouldn't say where. She had marks on her legs. It's on a video they have of them when his car was approached. The officer was the one that asked him about the scratch on his hand, and he said no, it happened from a hike. Then the officer asked him to lift his shirt. See, I didn't watch the entire video. I can't lie. I didn't watch the whole hour and a half. I watched clip version. He was emboldened by the fact that the police labeled him the victim. Oh, I agree with that. I totally agree with that. She had bruises on her ankles. Look closely if you can. Yeah, but he didn't slap her ankles. Well, that's true too. His parents are allegedly cooperating. Allegedly. They seem to be cooperating, but not to the extent that they're talking. They're not saying anything. If that's what you mean by cooperating. I've been slapped in the face and not have bruises. Hey, Cindy. If someone ever slapped me in the face, I would fucking deck them. I would not put up with being slapped in the face. Hell no. Slap me in the face and I'll punch in the nose. No, I don't know. There's something about that video that one part. Now, again, I don't know if it's too much Chris Watts. I don't know it's just how an abuser is. Hey, Pretty with Pistols. Maybe got so deep in the Annihilation book. Yeah, what was the Annihilation book? Because I know he did some pretty crazy art. It was premeditated. I've thought the same. And at school too, but mine can't come to the car. Hers little. Not about bruising. She was fairly pale. Didn't even have a red mark. I agree with that. Her parents are infuriated. His parents are doing the right thing. I'm telling you, I spoke to my brother today. He was a cop. He said, parents are doing the right thing. You say nothing. Nothing. Because anything you say can and will be used against you. And they will twist it. Someone call the cops from us fighting. He would make it out each time how it was my fault. See, I agree with that too. That they always want a narcissist or a slash abuser. Not all abusers are narcissists, but all narcissists are abusers. Just so you know. So if I put them in the same breath, I apologize. Where was Casey Anthony when Gabby went missing? Good point. Nah, Gabby was too old for her. She likes little kids. I meant to find her when she was still missing. What do you mean? No, Amelia. Her parents have said nothing. His parents have said nothing. We'll keep Brian out of prison. Brian's got to get caught first. She didn't want to say anything to the cops because she was afraid of what he would do later. I don't think it was that bad. Call it a hunch. I don't think their relationship was that bad. I don't think he beat her daily. I really don't. I don't think it was like that. I could be wrong, but I just don't think it was like that. I understand the Hey, Michelle, I understand the frustration as I feel it too, but it's so funny to me how people are so quick to violate someone's constitutional rights when it's not them. That's true. You know, Brian's their son. Granted, nobody knows if he's dead, but from a parent perspective, they're doing the right thing. And I can't say I would do any differently. I would totally protect my son. Until I obviously knew the whole situation. But, I mean, Gabby lived with them for 2 years. Gabby was like their daughter. And I have not got confirmation yet if Gabby was thrown out and that's why she lived there. I don't have that confirmation. But even if he didn't physically harm her, the emotional and verbal abuse was there. But it went both ways. The book was about 3 women who were murdered and 1 left behind. And I even think it could be even more gruesome. And left and trap-tied, whatever, and died trying to escape. Okay, but a lot of people read crazy books. That's why they're written. I don't think anybody should judge someone reading a crazy book. I mean, if that's the case, I should be locked up for life. I've read some crazy shit. The book is about aliens, so I don't understand. So it's not about murder. Only in Alabama and Florida is it completely sunny and totally raining. It's like the only 2 places that happens. There you go, Anastasia. Well, we know you did it. But that's what I'm saying. I think people are a little crazy. Because he had a crazy mind, that means he's a killer. No. That's why I can't go with that. You see, the sun has not even gone down. Just have a morbid mind. Exactly, Pretty with Pistols. That's my point. That's exactly what I'm saying. If I did it, there would be a video of me taking a shit on his face. There you go. I don't know. I mean, obviously we don't know him. We don't know enough about him to say what he was like. Like, we haven't heard from his friends. We haven't heard from his family about, you know, what kind of person he was, who he was. Haven't heard from his school. Nothing. Teachers, church. So technically speaking, we have no idea who he is. You know what I mean? It's pretty hard to put together, kind of like NK. But we knew she was a whore, though. That we did know. I don't know. This is just a total mess all around. Total mess. I feel horrible for him, his family. I feel horrible for her family. It's just so sad. And no matter how you look at it, it's horrible. You search, exactly. People search history, everything. So what's FLA, what's my boy JB saying? Anything good? Or is it the same old shit? You don't feel sorry for his family? I do. They lost their son. One way or another, they lost their son. They didn't do anything to lose their son. You know, that's another thing to discuss. And people don't realize this. You know, if our kids turn out to be drug addicts, or our kids turn out to fail out of school, or our kids turn out to be this horrible person, what's the first thing you do? You blame yourself as a parent. Imagine your kid turns out to be a rapist or a murderer. You can't think that that doesn't reflect on you. Of course it reflects on you. Of course you're like, where did I go so wrong that my kid turned out to murder somebody? So either way, they lost their kid. And I'm sure they're highly like, now what? Now what the fuck? You know? So I can't even imagine. Even, I mean, granted, as of right now, or what we think, Brian is still alive. But whether he goes to jail for the rest of his life, he never disappears, he never appears, they lost him. Why did that? Because that's the right thing to do. That's why. That's what my brother said. That is the right thing to do. You hire an attorney immediately and the cops will get off of you. He said people should use that as a lesson learned. You get in trouble, you could get in trouble, innocent or guilty, you hire an attorney and you keep your mouth shut. If more people did that, a lot less innocent people would be in prison. It's turned out to be a flasher. There you go. No, Pretty with Pistols, that's the right thing to do. Don't ever mistake that. That's what you're supposed to do. Now, I'll tell you something else that I thought of. It's what I originally called my brother about. How long are they going to look for him? Like, is there a certain time frame that they're going to say, okay, we can't use this manpower anymore. We have other things going on. These are the questions that I haven't heard anybody ask anywhere or get answers to. I tried writing JB myself, but I didn't see my comments. You know, like how long will the police keep looking for him? Will the FBI keep going? Should they be smart and say that they're done looking for him and wait for them to make a mistake? But with all the manpower they have on this, what, Denver doesn't have any other missing kids? Of course they do. They don't have any other missing people or deaths? Of course they do. So how long can they go? How long can this army of force keep going before they're burned out? Same thing with the news reporters. How long are you guys going to keep going? You know, are we going to go another week? Are we going to go another 3 weeks? Are we going to go 6 months? I know it's a legit question. I read a tweet. The governor of Florida has given all of them the manpower they need. Exactly, but for how long? You know what I'm saying? How long are you going to possibly go on? They can't do this for 7 months. What happens if they don't find them in 2 weeks? Even the news reporters, you know, I'm sure JB's got other stories going on. But I do think JB's heart is in this because he's from Long Island. I heard that this morning. That's how I got into it, is because she's from Long Island. And very close. And I think that's why JB is so emotionally invested. Well, it is. He said it this morning. Love to know what he told his family and how. I don't know. I think he told him she left him. And then he couldn't find her and he took off. That's what I think happened. JB is my favorite news reporter from WFLA. He's a award-winning reporter, but he's like 30 years old and he's from Long Island, now lives in Tampa. I just like his style. He's my cuteness. All right, someone check Brian Nenton's Twitter. He just posted something. Said I got so much heck for it, but what if they took the parents in? Maybe if Brian knows. Yeah, but the parents really don't know any. I mean, the parents could just say they don't know anything. I think he put the car at the reserve to throw them off. I agree with that. I think he's long gone. Yes. I just got a notification that he posted something. I just don't know what he posted. He didn't think it through if it was premeditated. That's very true. But of all the things showing on that day that they got pulled over, I do have a crush on him. Of all the things that I've seen from that day, that one part just keeps sticking out to me. Like I keep saying, there's something to this. I don't know what it is, but there's something to that one part. Brian is showing just where all the media and stuff is at. Oh, and I was like, Brian. I was thinking Brian Laundrie. Momo Comet 6, he said, so far no sign of Brian. True story, my abuser thought he killed me. See? I don't know. There's just something to this. Something in my gut is telling me that plays some kind of role in all this. That he was purposely showing the cops where his injuries are. He wanted to be the victim. Which honestly would mean it was premeditated. But as someone else said, Brian's not stupid. He doesn't seem like a stupid guy. And he's creative and he's an artist. And most artists have sick things going through their head. I agree, Ronnie. He's an excellent reporter. I don't know how he is with other stuff on this case, but he is award-winning. He won awards in Mobile, Alabama. Where do they have media camped out? Like, how long is the media going to be allowed to camp out? You know, when will they finally walk away? You say you did the case Billy Boyette. I don't know that case. On the side of the road going into the park. Okay. Why, though? Why is the media on the side of the park? Do they know something we don't? Do I think that Brian killed her? Yeah, I do. How he killed her, why he killed her, that I don't know. Premeditated, I don't know. But if my theory is correct, then it was sort of premeditated. You know, did she have her ring with her? They have a sheriff's car blocking the entrance. Media set up, they say it means they got word a conference is being done soon. Okay. JB said that he heard the Petito and Schmidt family were watching his coverage, so he gave them a really heartfelt message. He is, I know, right, little boo-boo? He is sexy. They got permission, our one reporter says, some neighbors. Yeah, but I'm saying, how long will they hang out? He did not kill the couple. I really don't think he went on a serial killer spree. And he doesn't look like a creepy guy. They said it was a creepy guy. He doesn't look like a creepy guy. He looks like a young kid. I don't think anyone would define him as creepy looking. Chris Watts looking, not really creepy looking. They closed the fly zone over the area. Who's watching the Laundrie home? I'm sure a lot of people. He is a young kid. He's 23. 23 is a young kid. "23 is young. Young kid doesn't mean that they're 19. There's also a killing at a nearby Walmart who was the ex-boyfriend. What? The ex-boyfriend of Gabby? I doubt it, Hounds. Yeah, he wasn't involved in that couple. There are so many rumors going on, though. I can't even believe the rumors. I wish I was 23 again, too. It's crazy. So they're having... He's going to pull a Dexter Morgan and going to... I think he disappeared, too. I don't know. Maybe he thinks he can get away with it. Hey, sissy. Hang on one second. Save your phone. Uh-oh, now I'm in trouble. Sage just officially got a license. I'm in trouble now. They searched the larger place across from where he parked the Mustang. Yeah, that's why they've been searching. 25,000 acres. But they must have something for all the press to be there. Yeah, exactly, sissy. Oh, no. He's not in that swamp they call a preserve. He's long gone. Yeah, I agree. I think he's long gone, too. I don't think he's there. I think he went bye-bye. And I do think his parents helped him. Oh, that was another thing that I was on WFLA. They asked about the money trail. And did the money, have the FBI looked into the money trail? Did his parents remove a large amount of money from the bank? Something. I think they'd all be smarter than that. Where's he going to go, though? Even if he did leave the state, where's he going to go? Hello? Who would hide out in a swamp? Someone that's trying to hide. Yeah, Florida swamps are pretty fucking bad. You wouldn't catch me doing that. But you know what's weird, though? Another thing I thought about. If he wasn't going to off himself, he might now. He literally might now. Oh, she would never drink and drive, stop animal. I've already gone through that with her. Heard from a person that lives in his neighborhood. They found him hanging very recently. I'm sure it's bullshit. He definitely wouldn't be hanging himself. He talked about a hike in the AT that covers many states. Maybe in his parents' boat following the appellation. Someone else said something about the parents' boat. Did he run after the body? That's not him. That was so obviously not him. Didn't even look like him. Hey, Purple Sacrifice. It didn't even look like him in that cam. Oh, so what I was saying is, with all the pressure of people trying to find him, if he wasn't going to off himself then, he probably would now. And if he ever wanted to be famous, he's going to be famous. You know, but it makes you think, what makes one case go viral and another one not go viral? There's missing people every day. Why did this case go viral? Why did Chris Watts go viral? And why did, you know, so many others not go viral? They've been putting him on TikTok since yesterday saying he hung himself. False, yeah. There are so many rumors. Oh, that was definitely not him in that footage. That guy had hair. He was older. Definitely not him. I don't think he'd be that close, and I'm sure they looked. You know, we got to give FBI some credibility here. But they didn't even have a big social media presence. Everyone keeps talking about all their videos. They had one video. And they didn't have a lot of followers before this happened. They didn't, I don't even think they had like 10,000 followers or something. Body cam footage came out after it went viral. Post on Instagram, yes. No, Anthony, she didn't have even close to that. We got to see them in the video, yes. Yeah, she was just getting her blog started, exactly. Her video now is up to 1.5 million. Good, that's good. Hopefully somebody has access to it. She had like 5,000 followers. Thank you, Roni. I knew it was very little. I don't know where people are getting these numbers from. She was one video, Gabby trying to get it going. Exactly. I knew it was like 5,000 or 6,000. She was just starting a life. She was just only starting a life. Exactly. And so was he. That's why I can't imagine what would possess you to kill. It's crazy. Why? Just why? I can't seem to get past the why. People scour through picture, video, spend hours researching and looking for evidence in this case about someone they don't even know, but won't do a minute of research about the shot. It's a good point. I hope they do release cause of death. They will with the autopsy. At least should have watched his whereabouts, but he wasn't even a suspect. Yeah, nobody knows why they didn't. The only, like I said this to my brother, the only reason I think they didn't have jurisdiction. The murder didn't happen here. Northport police had no jurisdiction to get a warrant for it. wonder if they went. Oh, I'm sure. Or he took them. He could have taken them. All right, what do we got? Okay, yeah, we knew that already. All right. Isn't his mother or some? No. Oh, that's another thing. My brother said none of them work for the police. He said if they worked for the police, they would know. Like, it would have been talked about. He said they don't work for the police. So there's that. His parents own their own business. But they weren't loaded. They didn't have a lot of money. I mean, you could tell in their house they weren't loaded. The whole case is sad, but there's so much rumor. You got to get through the rumor. So just to give you guys a heads up, it has been confirmed that that guy was not him. The one in the trail cam was not him. Oh, ha, ha, ha. When are they supposed to do the autopsy? Does anyone know? The release? So I'm going to get off, though, because Phoenix is going to be coming out in a minute. But I will say this. If anybody gets a hold of JB, this is what I want to know. A, how long are the police going to keep up this search? B, can they wiretap his family? And that's why the search picked up again today. And 3, shit, what was my third question? I forgot my third question. I'll remember it later. Email is perplexedqt@gmail.com. They said I'll be doing the autopsy overnight tonight. Is he single? JB's too young for me. I think he graduated high school in like 2011. He's young. They will not, yeah, but they'll let everyone know what she died of. I got a pic from a video I want to show you. Oh, is it like her? If it's the one with her, I've seen it already. Where they allegedly saw her face in it. I can also see him driving, but when we looked at it, the actual picture of the video, he wasn't in it, neither was she. Yeah, 2 days ago, they said today they would have some results. Because knowing how she died will change things for me. Like I said, if she died with a single gunshot to the head, well, that changes things. Or if it was blunt force trauma, there's a lot of different possibilities. Well, Rainey, you have to wiretap without the family's knowledge, but they would still need a warrant. They're doing it over tonight. Oh, doing it over I gotcha. I thought you meant over like midnight. It'll be done tonight and they'll let us know tomorrow. That's what I thought you were saying. But that's the thing. You just never know who you date. And people wonder why I'm single. See, that's scary then. If it's a long autopsy, that worries me because that means it's not evident. It's not a single gunshot to the head. It's not blunt force trauma that's easily seen. So that tells me that there could be more to it. I know they wouldn't release it. His parents have a gun missing. Total rumor. Judging by this guy's Insta, he is a serious whack job. You really think so? I don't know if I got that impression. I mean, I just want you guys to think about it. Look at my videos. What kind of person would you think I was if you just watched my videos? You can't judge somebody by their social media. You really can't. I think they left bits of her behind, had to go back. Maybe she had Porta Moons. No, but even people like, even if she was totally decomposed, they would still see a gunshot in the skull. They would still see, a skull being fractured. They can still tell from the bones itself. I'm saying it doesn't sound like it was anything so obvious. But you really can't judge somebody by their social media. I mean, I'm a perfect prime example. You would think I was the most miserable, whacked out bitch if you judge me by my other channel. It's not true. So I would never judge somebody by what their social media shows. It would be, that's what I'm saying. It would be obvious if it was something, like he hit her with a skull. He hit her skull with a bat or something like that. And the fact that there's no immediate sayings could mean something. Could be strangled. Definitely could be strangled. Things he posted were evil. Well, if he smothered, exactly. If he smothered her, it wouldn't show signs. Correct. But that's what I'm saying. If he smothered her, strangled her. Well, strangled's more of a crime of passion. He could have stabbed her. Who knows? But strangle's a crime of passion. Smothering, not so much. You sure why would you think he beat her? Why hasn't his family noticed if he has violent tendencies? Maybe they have. Or maybe he's never been violent in front of them. Or maybe they didn't know what they were going to do. You just don't know. We don't know she didn't commit suicide. But let me tell you why I think she didn't commit suicide. Process of elimination. If she did commit suicide, they wouldn't be all over looking for him. They would rule it out as a suicide. Strangulation is a very strong possibility. Definitely a strong possibility. We can find him. It's just a matter of time. I don't know. Maybe not. Depends how long they're going to be looking. It's a long time to live with someone and not know what was going on. Maybe this was new. Maybe it didn't come out of him. I mean, he is young. Maybe he didn't realize he was a psychopath until, that trip. Maybe being locked up in a room, in a car, is what did it. I don't know. We don't know him well enough to make an assumption either way. You know what I mean? They've been very sensitive with her parents, which has led me to believe it may be really bad. What do you mean? Oh, you mean the police? He would be here. I truly believe he killed her and then probably try to bury her. See, that's another thing I want to know. Did he try to bury her? Did he just lock her? Did he just lock her down? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I just don't know. My mom just texted me, how does it feel to have a child with a driver's license? Scary. I still want to lock her in the house. I don't want her driving. Because a vehicle is a dangerous thing. She said she was OCD, yeah. But that could, I mean, honestly, hindsight's 2020. That could have been a cover-up. If you didn't cover her, then animals got her, I bet. They say first it's birds, then bears. I don't know. Her tattoos were still showing. They recognized it was her. From what I saw from the helicopter, and I'm probably wrong, but I think she was wrapped up inside the tent and stuffed inside the tent bag. That's possible. That's definitely a strong possibility. But that's what I'm saying. We don't know. It's scary now. Your daughter, she has a boyfriend. She's had a boyfriend for over a year. He walks in the house last night with dinner for her. I'm like, hello, did you hear a knocking? Sage said I don't have to knock. It's true, you never know. Been listening, wanted to add, my son's girlfriend lived with us for over a year, suddenly went manic, kept us up 3 days, eventually was committed as a schizophrenia, now is very sad. Oh, wow. Think we'll know something tonight? Yeah, I hope we do know something tonight. Because then I could, piece more things together. So, all right, but Phoenix is going to come out any second. I'm going to call my mom. I will see you guys later. If anything comes up, I will be the first to let you guys know. All right, I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.